and biotic factors. An ecosystem contains living and non-living things. The ecosystem has many examples of the interaction between the living and the non-living. Living things in an ecosystem are called biotic factors. Living things include plants, animals, bacteria, fungi, and more. The non-living parts of the ecosystem are called abiotic factors. Some non-living things are sun, temperature, water, atmospheric gases, and soil. One example of the interaction between abiotic and biotic factors is with plants. Plants use sunlight, water, and CO2 to make food. Without these things, plants would not be able to grow. Another example is the interaction between turtles and soil. Some turtles are known to bury themselves in the soil. When the temperature becomes too hot, turtles seek protection in the cool underground. Elephants and water interact as well. In order to stay hydrated, elephants drink water. In fact, all biotic factors need water to survive. Fish and temperature also show the interaction between the living and the non-living. A fish's body temperature matches its surroundings. Warm tropical waters keep the fish's body operating at an optimal temperature. Another example is fox and the snow. When the temperature drops and the snow starts to fall, some foxes grow a white fur coat. The thick coat insulates and keeps the fox warm. Also, the color matches its surroundings, an adaptation known as camouflage. Lastly, bacteria and soil interact. Bacteria are decomposers. Decomposers get energy by recycling dead organisms back into the ground. Nutrients re-enter the soil, making the ground fertile. So take a look out your window and try and identify the interactions between abiotic and biotic.
Okay, so I want you to take a look at your list as a group, and I want you to draw lines between your abiotic and biotic factors. They need each other. For some examples, you can look here at Bear's abiotic and biotic factors. The piranha was living and it needed water, right? It needed the water, and piranha needed the water, but it also needed something that we didn't even put on here, which is temperature. Okay? Because piranhas like the hotter water, so it needs to be in jungle. You wouldn't find it in, let's say you won't find it off the coast of Oregon because it's too cold. So the jungle parts and the piranha and the water and the temperature, they all need each other in order to survive. That's just one example from Bear. He needed the fire to cook the parasites out of the piranha, or else he would have gotten sick. So he needed that non-living, that abiotic factor, with his living to stay alive. So draw lines.
But the piranha didn't need the fire.
Piranha did not need the fire, did you? Wow, look.
Right.
They all are connected. What about you? Did you, Erin?
Too many, I'm just writing it here because I did not want them all
To all have lines? Okay, that's fine. It's still showing the same thing. Look at that. So what can you gather from, Lori, what can you gather from all those lines?
That all the biotic need all the abiotic.
Okay, so all of the biotic
Everything
things, the
relies
living
on each
things
other.
need the non-living things. We can't have just one or the other, we have to have them both in order to survive in an ecosystem. Okay.
The abiotic factors don't need, well, never mind.
All right, so this is where I
Do
would,
we need to?
I'm gonna stop
You
for
get to
now.
read.
But
Well, mine not really.
Do the biotics?
this is
need
a great
the-
segue to move on. When
Do the abiotics need the biotics?
the abiotics need the biotics?
I mean, you can have soil without having other
Is that
stuff.
then it's just dirt.
Then it's just
Not
sterile
nutrients.
soil, yeah, doesn't have anything.
Yeah, the rocks would live without.
Rocks, rocks would just keep on.
Remember when we talked about?
That's right.
Remember when we talked about Pangea?
Yeah,
And was there things that were living?
yeah,
What was living?
dinosaurs.
What before dinosaurs? Remember when we talked about the formation of the Earth's crust?
Yeah, there was bacteria, right?
So bacteria was the very beginning.
But not at the
And
very,
what did
very
bacteria
beginning.
do?
But not at the very, very, very beginning.
At the
It was
very,
just
very beginning,
elements.
it was just abiotic. And then biotic started happening with the bacteria, and the bacteria helped what? Break down
Oxygen,
and create oxygen. So the living, the non-living things could make living things
right?
and create more non-living things because it broke down, made soil, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff to
But they
interact.
don't need the biotic,
You don't need
not like the
the
biotic needs the abiotic.
And then would we be here? No, this is a good seventh grade question. This is a
Yeah.
good seventh grade question.
I'm
I'm sure that I've
confused now.
forgotten it.
No.
So, anyway,
No,